Top 10 TV channels that don't exist anymore. The thumbnail for that was a screen grab from G4. God, G4 was awesome. I mean, I remember having DirecTV and we had G4, and I mean, it had Attack of the Show, um, X Play. You know, it was cool to have a video game channel. And then in the later years, they had Heroes, the NBC Hero show on syndication. So they would play that. And I think American Ninja Warrior first started there before USA picked it up years later or after G4's contract fell out. I'm not sure. I may be confusing that with Spike TV, where they had MXC, I think. Well, regardless, let's find out the top TV channels that don't exist anymore. Fox Kids.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV channels that don't exist anymore.
I think you better watch,
Rock your house.
And Jeff, we're rocking 24 hours a day.
And when we rock, we rock.
And when we roll, we roll.
TBS
For this
Archives.
list, we'll be looking at American TV channels that no longer roam the airwaves. Some may have been rebranded or merged into new channels, but you won't find the original channels on your
Spike
DVR
TV.
anymore. We're excluding defunct programming blocks, although maybe we'll talk about Fox Kids some other time. Which TV channel are you nostalgic for? Let us know in the comments. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
This was defunct TV channels. It's catchy.
Number 10, Noggin.
I remember that logo.
And Fur. Nickelodeon and Sesame Workshop remain two of the biggest names in children's entertainment. As the 90s dwindled down, the two brands joined forces to create Noggin, a channel dedicated to education and imagination.
Okay, I vaguely remember
preschoolers
that.
can learn with their best friends every evening until bedtime. Noggin, it's like preschool on TV.
Not long before the Sesame Workshop sold its 50% share to Viacom, Noggin announced plans to divide its content into two blocks. Daytime programming would target a preschool demographic, while the other 12 hours would cater to a teen audience with the N.
You are now in the N.
Yeah.
Real life starts here. The N is the only network dedicated to helping tweens figure out their lives.
After almost a decade, Noggin was usurped by the Nick Jr. network, while Team Nick succeeded the N and Nick Gas. The Noggin brand still exists primarily as an online entity, with a mobile streaming app coming out in 2015, currently offering shows like Paw Patrol and Peppa Pig.
We will live here forever.
Number 9, the Overmyer Network. Before there were too many networks to keep
Quite
track of, there were simply the big three. That doesn't
Almost
mean that there
20
wasn't
years
an
before that.
occasional outsider that attempted to contend with NBC, CBS, and ABC. Warehouse mogul Daniel H. Overmyer sought to create the fourth big network in the 60s. Overmyer enlisted former ABC president Oliver Treyz to lead the network, and even made a deal with the Continental Football
COFL.
League. The network quickly ran into financial problems, however, requiring Overmyer to sell his majority share. Renamed the United Network, the channel brought viewers programs like the Las Vegas Show starring Bill Dana, and that's it. With only one late-night show, you can see why the channel disappeared after just a month. Number 8,
no shit.
G4. By the early 2000s, it became clear that video games weren't just a passing fad. NBC Universal Cable and Dish Network tapped into the ever-growing gaming culture by creating G4.
Get the lowdown on the latest hype from the only network dedicated to video games.
Launching with a week-long Pong marathon, G4 was all about games and the players. The network merged with Tech TV to form G4 Tech TV in 2004.
That's
although
right.
The name was soon switched back to just G4.
We think it's good news.
We're still going to be here every day.
Not
doing
me,
what we
but you
do.
guys will.
Keep tuning in. Life doesn't change here.
Programming consisted of shows dedicated to cheat codes, game development, and even top 10 lists.
Please tell me it's
Superman.
not Superman 64. Actually, it's your list of the top 10 web-slinging, shield-throwing, good-deed-doing comic book games.
It kind of sounds sounds like YouTube before YouTube. That said, with the rise of YouTube and Twitch,
I
a
agree with
TV
that.
network like G4 just couldn't compete. While it was game over for the network, the G4 brand found a second life in streaming. We guess they never stopped playing. Number 7. Satellite News
Didn't
Channel.
work out too well.
Nowadays, a 24-hour news network might not sound like anything innovative.
Mhm.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You mean news going 24 hours around the clock? A channel that's never off, in other words.
When Ted Turner founded CNN in 1980, though, it was unlike anything U.S. audiences had experienced. Over a decade before MSNBC and Fox News entered the mix, ABC Video Enterprises and Group W Satellite Communications challenged CNN by launching Satellite News Channel.
No matter what schedule you're on, whenever you want it, the Satellite News Channel can give you a quick update on the world.
Turner responded by announcing CNN2, which was introduced several months before SNC. Later renamed CNN Headline News, CNN2 had 30-minute broadcasts, while SNC lived by the slogan, "Give us 18 minutes, we'll give you the world."
News that works on your schedule, because we work on your schedule. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
With a lack of cable systems, SNC ultimately couldn't compete. After less than a year and a half, SNC and its satellite slot were acquired by Turner Broadcasting System, the same conglomerate that owns CNN.
So to paraphrase our old promise, if you'll give us 10 minutes, we'll tell you one last story. Our story.
Number 6. Toon Disney.
Disney.
The
Yep.
Disney Channel welcomed a new member of the family in 1998 with Toon Disney, a channel primarily dedicated to animated programming. Launching with the Sorcerer's Apprentice segment from Fantasia, Toon Disney offered a home for the Mouse House's signature cartoons and a few acquired properties. The magical world of Toons would cast a spell on primetime, Princess Power Hour shined a spotlight on Ariel and Jasmine, and Jetix cranked up the action. Toon Disney had a
Jetix.
respectable run of just over
That was
10
the
years before
successor
getting a
to
dip
ABC
in
Family.
favor of Disney XD. Ironically, the last program aired was an Incredible Hulk episode entitled Doomed. It could be a coincidence, or maybe this was the network's way of saying that Toon Disney was doomed.
Subject terminated.
Should that be true, I would have to destroy you.
Hulk smash!
However, it would appear your warranties are about to expire anyway.
Number 5. The Comedy Channel and Ha. The world can never get enough laughter, but that doesn't mean it needs 2 comedy networks. In 1989, Home Box Office attempted to bring the chuckles 24/7 with the Comedy Channel.
The Comedy Channel. We're having a good time.
We're doing our part.
The Comedy Channel. It's our job.
Funnily enough, Viacom had a similar idea, launching Ha about 5 months later on April Fool's Day. The Comedy Channel aired shows like Mystery Science Theater 3000 and clips from classic movies, while Ha dedicated much of its programming to sitcom reruns and sketch comedies. With neither crossing the 10 million subscriber threshold, both channels formed into one funny factory on April 1st, 1991. Originally called the Comedy Network, the channel is now known as Comedy Central. The merger proved successful, paving the way for South Park, The Daily Show, and Chappelle's Show.
Shazam!
Number 4. Cable Music Channel. CNN exceeded all expectations, but not all of Ted Turner's ideas resulted in high ratings. Just as SNC went up against CNN, Turner hoped to give MTV a run for its money and music.
Call your cable operator right this very second and ask for the Cable Music Channel. It's the Cable Music Channel. Cable Music Channel. Call your cable operator now.
Frowning upon MTV's edgy, rebellious aesthetic, Cable Music Channel took a more family-oriented approach. While MTV had Madonna performing like
That worked out well for WCW,
the
didn't
video
it?
to air on CMC was Randy Newman's I Love LA. As part of the network's launch, Turner pressed a giant red button, saying,
"Here we go, take that, MTV."
Turner would eat his own words, though, as CMC didn't have the cable providers, the videos, or the audience to contend with the definitive all-music channel. Crumbling after a month, CMC got sold to MTV's parent company and replaced by VH1.
VH1, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on cable TV.
Hello, Mr. Cable Operator.
We want music.
Number 3, the Dumont Network. Before Overmyer Network tried turning the Big 3 into the Big 4, there was the Dumont Network. Actually, Dumont predated the ABC radio network by a year, initially competing against NBC and CBS for dominance of the small screen.
Having neither the experience nor the money of giants like CBS and NBC, Dumont made swift inroads.
Owned by the TV manufacturer Dumont Laboratories, the network produced an Emmy winner in Life is Worth Living. Its most notable show, however, was Cavalcade of Stars, starring a rising TV star named Jackie Gleason.
Oh, Ralph, if you got something on your mind, come out with it.
All right, I'll come out with it. There it is. Don't explain it.
Among the show's sketches was The Honeymooners, which later inspired a legendary sitcom starring Gleason on CBS. The Dumont Network went defunct after 14 years, and little footage of its broadcasts still exists. Had it not been for this short-lived channel, though, TV as we know it might not look the same.
Hey, how old is this TV? You could probably get the Dumont Network on this thing.
Number 2, TV Guide Channel.
You have to be an expert on every channel in your lineup. We do too.
Don't know what's currently on? You could consult your TV guide and risk getting a paper cut, or you could bring the guide to the TV.
TV Guide Channel. I like it.
Hi, TV Guide Channel.
Launched as the Electronic Program Guide in 1981, this helpful network later adapted the Preview banner before being rebranded as the TV Guide Channel in 1999. Whichever iteration you grew up on, many of us have fond memories of watching those listings scroll by. The channel also featured interviews, previews, and news to pass the time. With more people jumping on the DVR, DTV, and streaming bandwagons, however, there wasn't much need for TV Guide Channel or its successors, TV Guide Network and TVGN. At least this opened the door for the Pop Network and shows like Schitt's Creek.
I really think you have something here, David. You just need some help. You need a lot of help. Okay.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Esquire Network. Formerly known as the Style Network, Esquire is out of fashion.
Welcome to the Esquire Network.
That wasn't suggestive at all.
SoapNet. Now where are we supposed to watch One Life to Live, All My Children, As the World Turns, Guiding Light, Passions? Oh, wait.
The best lineup?
The Young and the Restless.
All My Children.
One Life to Live. General Hospital.
Days of Our Lives.
SoapNet.
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 The new way to watch soaps.
Hawk Vision. A network just for Chicago Blackhawks fans at $29.95 monthly? How can this fail?
Call your cable company to order home playoff games at the same low price as last season. Nothing rocks like the stadium, and you don't want to miss the final games.
Rock your home.
The Puppy Channel. Cute idea, but we imagine this had a lot of dogs barking at the TV. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, the WB.
Yeah. They had Pokemon, Animaniacs, Pinky and the
If you grew
Brain.
up in the 90s or early 2000s, the WB
Sabrina.
was a television staple. Instead of primarily aiming at adults, the WB defined a generation of teen viewers with shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Dawson's Creek.
Seize this opportunity, Dawson. Seize it. It'll be gone in a moment. And that's life.
Kids WB, meanwhile, would target an even younger crowd with Animaniacs, the new Batman Adventures, and Pokemon.
You teach me and I'll teach you.
After 13 years, Michigan J. Frog bowed out with the Night of Favorites and Farewells, a special lineup of the WB's most influential pilots. The WB subsequently merged with UPN to form the CW, which continues to pursue a teen-oriented demographic. The CW even carried over classic WB shows like Gilmore Girls and Supernatural. Alas, we'll always be nostalgic for the WB logo and Hal Douglas's epic narration.
Superior lineup of exciting programming unlike any other brand on television. This is the WB.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of